I'm Rebecca from Pack Hacker, and in this video we're going to be taking a detailed look at the Chrome Industries MXD link sling, which I've been testing now for 2 weeks. Check out our website for the full written review, link is in the description below. So let's jump in. Okay, so let's start off with the materials on this thing. So this is a 840D nylon shell, and then it's got a 70D poly liner as well. The zippers are all YKK, so we've had really good experiences with this material and these zippers, so we feel like this is a pretty durable bag that's gonna kind of get you where you need to go, and it feels like it's going to do a good job as well throughout our testing, which is really nice. So the MXD link sling can be worn as a crossbody sling or as a waist pack. We have this shoulder strap here. So the problem I had with it is that if you wear it as a waist strap, for me personally, this is how short I had to have it, and it pretty much, it's wider than my body, so it's really hard for me to walk around and use it. But if you prefer to carry it as a waist pack, you can do that. Just for me, it just felt too kind of chunky, too wide, and too heavy as well when I had all of my stuff in it to wear around there. And this was, well, probably I could have done with it a bit tighter as well. But as the strap goes, it's nice. The thickness worked really well across your shoulder, kind of balanced that out when you're wearing it and around your waist. So that was kind of a nice kind of width of this. It's also kind of like a seatbelt material, so you can maybe just see there, it's really kind of smooth, really easy to adjust. There is also a strap keeper, just show you here. So this is nice to keep everything nice and tidy. However, as you just saw it, as it was before, if you have it shorter, then we are going to have that bit of overlap there. But yeah, really easy to adjust. When you wear it over the shoulder, you have this slight bit of padding here. But what I actually felt when I wore this for longer periods of time, it would have been nice to have this padded as well, just to give you, when you've got your laptop in there and heavier items, it just felt like it needed a little bit more cushioning, a bit more padding, so that it's more comfortable to wear for longer periods of time. But when it was lighter, when I just had like my few EDC items, it was comfortable to carry for when it was lighter. This strap here is also really nice, a bit of the chrome branding on there, which looks really sleek, nice clip to use. However, it is quite big, so when I did wear this on my back, this was on my chest, and it was quite uncomfortable digging in when I was carrying heavier items in here, so that's just something to be aware of as well. We also have on this back panel some padding, because this is the laptop sleeve right at the back, so you get a bit of, it's almost like creating a frame sheet, and it's got the padding in there too, which is really nice. So I'll start off with this back laptop sleeve. So this compartment is pretty much just for your laptop, so you can have it in here. It's, as you can see, it's got some nice padding either side. It doesn't have a false bottom, so it's, if you want to put a sleeve on there, it can be a bit tough, and because you don't have that much extra space, unless you've got quite a slim sleeve, then that may fit, but the chunkier ones will not. So I've just had this in without the sleeve, which is fine, because I'm just carrying it to and from places where I would use my laptop, if I'm going out for the day or things like that. So it's worked fine. But if you do want that extra protection, just because there is a lot of space either side of this, so I'll show you in a second, but it does move kind of back and forth. But what is really nice about this compartment, the padding is nice, and it's kind of got that so you know nothing will scratch it, which is obviously ideal. This is also made to fit a 13-inch MacBook Pro, so not the bigger kind of chunkier laptops. 13-inch may not fit, so just a note to be aware of. This is the Air 13-inch. So this is what I really like about this compartment, is this kind of little flap that goes over here. This is elasticated as well, but it just means that when you zip it up, it's protected at the top, because that's always my concern with the zipper when you're doing it up, whether it's going to get caught. So that's a really nice feature that they've added in there, and just makes my laptop feel a lot more protected. But yeah, it does slide back and forth in there, so just something else to be aware of. But yeah, it's nice to be able to carry that on your back, and it just adds a bit more structure, and that padding is really helps with this back panel here as well. And also I just like that you can access this completely separate from anything else. So if you just want to grab your laptop out, you don't need to touch anything else, nothing else gets in your way. It's right there, which is really nice and easy to use. Okay, so in front of this, we have this compartment here. It's got a really nice lining in there, really kind of also like a shiny material, so that you can just slide your things in and out if you had like a tablet. This does work better for thinner items. When I didn't have a laptop in here, I felt like I could get kind of those thicker, chunkier items in there. But when the laptop's in there, it does work a lot better for those smaller, thinner items. And then also you can see we have two sleeves, a wider one and then a slimmer one here, which I've just got some of these little kind of things that I want to take out and about, but I don't need quick access to, which is where these pockets come in really handy. And you've got a bit of chrome branding there as well. The zipper pulls on this are really nice to use as well. Make it really easy. I did have a different experience with the ones at the front, which I will get to in a second, but to open and zip, it's really easy when you want to swing it around and grab something out for these two here. So let's move on to the front. So there's a lot of stuff going on here. 3 different compartments. And what I found, especially with these two, talking about the zippers, is that it kind of got into a bit of a mess here. And when you're looking at it like this, it almost feels, you know, you can see what you're doing and they're easy to unzip. But when I had it on and I'm quickly trying to grab something out, it did become quite annoying trying to find which ones. I mean, of course, you can make sure that you always leave this side and make sure that you kind of organise it how you'd want it. But when you're doing things quickly and maybe not putting them back like on separate sides or things like that, it can get a little bit kind of muddled up in here. You could always change the zipper pulls if you wanted to, you know, add different colours for different compartments and things like that. That is an option. But just something that I noticed when I was using it and trying to grab something quickly, it was a bit of a pain. Okay, so we've got this branding down here as well. And then you've got a clip, like a D-ring, which you can attach something to if you'd want to. I did notice that this has scratched, the black paint has come off it where I've had this torch on here. And then let's move on to the pockets. So they kind of open up halfway like a horseshoe design here, and this has got padding in it. On the Chrome Industries website, you see the phone in there. I have the iPhone 11, and it is a struggle to get. I can get it this far in, but it's a pain, and I don't want to have to force it all the way in. It does have the Rhino Shield solid suit on it, but yeah, it's just a bit of a pain getting in and out. But I've kept it in this front compartment here. There is some nice padding, and you know, also if you wanted to put your sunglasses in there where they don't get scratched, it's a nice place for it. You can find something else to put in here. I haven't. It's quite tight, so I've kind of struggled to find something, because it's deep as well, that would fit in there. A phone would be perfect. My phone in there would be perfect if it did fit. So what I've done is I've just used this front compartment here, and then it's got, you know, this kind of slight padding either side. Moving on to the middle one. Okay, so What I've also like about this and the material with these pockets, if you've got those chunkier items, like I said, if you can't put them in here, if you've got your laptop in here, you can fit quite a lot in these pockets. They come quite far out. And whether you've got them kind of quite empty like this one or stuffed full, they all really hold their shape well. So you don't have one huge one sticking out and it looking really uneven, which is, I felt worked really nicely. So in this one, I've just got a charger, a notebook, and you've got the 3 pen sleeves here, so that keeps it nice and organized if you need to grab something quickly. And then last but not least, we have this pocket here which comes down, which has the I found this sleeve here really good for my antibacterial gel, hand sanitizer, and this mesh pocket is nice. It feels like you've got a bit more space in there than you did in this pocket over here, and like I said, because it's deep, I was struggling to find what to put in there, but with the mesh you can see, even if you had a smaller item in there, you can see what's down there, which is really good. And then you've got your key clip here as well, so you can pop your keys in there. And there we have it. So this is the Chrome Industries MXD Link Sling. Check out packhacker.com for more information and the best buying options that help support the channel at no additional cost to you. Link down below. We'll see you in the next video.